100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike, real side. Check, 59, 59. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Yo, lady. Hey, Delta. Check 59,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 37. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Hey, nice 7.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold is going to fire one deep, middle of the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56. 56.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Hey, echo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 41, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Here's Higgins out on the right side. 25 yards that time. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
We're scoreless after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now it's Darnold. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
53's the mic. Five. I don't think you got it, son. 53's the mic. 53.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen now throwing again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ringo.
5 wide. Go.
From the 45 on second down. Allen over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On third and long, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Off of play action, Darnold. And Hill with it over the middle. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on second and 8, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Mike 51. Focus, Mike 51. Hey, exit. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. It's a party now.
On first down, Darnold. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This is caught. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Hey, Haywood!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
General West!
Now Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Myers' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down.
Hey, zoom. So Mike's number one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Allen. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I got him, back to mine, I got him.
Pass 85.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard
Hey,
line.
hold. Hey, box drop.
Mike, one.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen stepping up. He'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, hold it.
He's coming. Double up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alpha.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Shoot. Check.
Allen taking it himself. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. What's good on the extra point? And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Take it at the 37. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Middle. Hey, echo.
To throw is Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Allen. Now this is taken in. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Silver. Hey, tight. 53.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half, very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Now a draw play. This is Bell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the